Welcome back to Open Line. I'm Chris Davis with you tonight. Our topic is the effort to end domestic and sexual violence. Our guest tonight is Kathy Walsh with the Tennessee Coalition. Kathy, we actually had a phone call in our break with a caller that wanted to know, when we were talking about college settings, a big part of college life can be Greek life, fraternities and sororities. Are there any projects involved with those organizations on campus that can help spread the message and spread best practices when it comes to this?
Absolutely. There are sororities and fraternities who have been doing this work for a while on bystander intervention. And I think the Greek organizations are key to impacting this on campuses. I think we have to change the narrative when it comes to dating in campus life and appropriate relationships. So again, having those sororities and fraternities get involved, I encourage all of them to get involved with their local programs, with groups like the Coalition, to learn more about what they can do.
Absolutely. Another thing that you mentioned earlier in our conversation was that there's an advocacy part of your organization, and part of that does go into impacting meaningful legislation to be able to help victims in our area. What are some projects that the Tennessee Coalition is working on right now when it comes to the Tennessee legislature?
Well, the legislature is in session right now. There are several bills that we're working on. One of them deals with rape kits, some improvements to the collection, storage, and tracking of those rape kits. One part of that bill is to have TB.
I think we may have just the reality of the internet age. We may have lost Kathy for just a moment on Zoom. Like everyone else, we're adapting our workplace because of COVID-19. So normally, obviously, if you're a longtime viewer of Open Line, we'd have the guest right next to us here. But in our socially distant world, we're joining everybody through Zoom. And I'm sure everybody can relate to this scenario where, you're in the midst of a great conversation, whether it's work or personal related, and Zoom drops out. So it looks like that's what happened with Kathy. I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick commercial break and try to see if we can get Kathy to join us back, and we will see you right after the break.